The National Working Committee of the New Nigeria People's Party, the NNPP, has settled the 5-month-old internal crisis of the party's chapter in Osun State. The state party chairman, Oluwatosin Odeyemi, while addressing journalists in Osogbo, said all aggrieved members have reconciled to give the party an edge in the coming general election. Odeyemi pledged to deliver the state for the presidential candidate of the party, Kwankwaso.
I want to tell the oppositions that felt it was an advantage to them to cause a dispute between us, that we have come together as one family and we don't have any internal enemy. We are going to face you. And I want to say this to His Excellency, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, that we are going to do all our best in Osun State to deliver, to give it to him what he deserves. And what he deserves is the vote. He's a man of the people. And that is why you can see we are gathered here, not because we are sharing money. We are gathered not because we have anything attached to it. We are gathered because we are happy, because we are back as one family.
This is the appropriate timing to do that, because following the party guideline, it is important that you show intention so that at least the leadership of the party can do fact check. Is he a criminal? Has he ever done anything wrong before? It will even give opportunity for party to give you advice. People will come to give support, some will come to give advice, some will tell you they are not interested in your aspiration. Not that you just come like a day to election or Congress and you'll be showing interest as if you have intention of destabilizing the party.
We have joining us from our Lagos studios the vice presidential candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party, Bishop Isaac Idahosa. Thank you, Bishop Idahosa, for joining us tonight on the program. And of course, a good place to start this conversation will be the fact that, okay, thank you, now you can hear me. Ladipo Johnson has cleared the air that the NNPP is not collapsing its structures just yet, at least for any other political party. But my question to you, is it that the NNPP, you're opposed to any sort of collaboration with another political party, or you're just saying, no, it's not time until you get a different candidate that you might want to probably join forces with going into the polls? We just need that clarification from you tonight.
Thank you so very much. Now, we are not against collaboration, but we are saying that we are the strength and we are the big deal. We are the real party to beat. Collaboration, our doors are open for those who want to be second fiddle. That will strengthen our strength. But we are more than able and very ready to go into this race with an intention, mindset to winning. And like I did say before, that we are in it to win it. So what Ladipo said, very correct. But then to say we are collapsing our structure is an insult, is disgustful, is mischievous, and is treacherous. We are in it. We've been around. And we are still going around. We've been able to pass our message across, and it's simple: uniting this country, healing the wounds and the pains and the agony of this country. We are going to revamp the economy. We have so much to give to Nigerians because we have the passion for it and the empathy for those who are the downtrodden. It's not about time to give up. No reasons whatsoever. We are just getting stronger by the day. So those who are fielding those unfounded rumors are just very, very, very economical with the truth. Our principal has done it before. He united Kano, he revamped the economy, he kept to his words, brought about infrastructure, was strong in education and in healthcare, primary, secondary and tertiary. And we are bringing this to bear the larger scale. So it's not about time when we begin to read about people saying that we are collapsing structures. Is unfounded, and it shouldn't be among us. We signed a peace agreement, and we talked about fake news being peddled, and people are just so, why can't they keep by the single rules and then just pursue peace? Go about, do your campaigning. Why would you want to gain some leverage on things that are unfounded? Our principle is healthy, and it's up and down. You know how we run our campaign, not just going from state capital to another state capital. We go from word to word, from local government to local governments, and then you have seen the places we've been to. We are the big deal to deal with come this very election, the 25th of February. Now, again, our doors are opened. Like Saturday, I'm sure you are aware of these, that 13 PCC members of the PDP were with us, trying to see how they will support us to win. We asked them why leaving PDP. They said, well, it's already a collapsed place. It's already a disarrayed place, and they don't want to continue with all this kind of baggage is coming into the system, and so they want to be where they'll be safe. They want to be with one who has a clean record, and then ensure that there's good governance in Nigeria come May 29th.
Well, Bishop, let me quickly come in here. At the beginning of your statement, some pundits would look at it that you sounded a bit cocky when you said that your doors, yes, are opened to those who want to play the second fiddle. Are there any parties talking to you apart from these unsubstantiated PCC members from PDP that you're talking about?
I've just told you 13 PCC council members of PDP were with us in Abuja, 13 of them, and wanted to join forces with us. I'm not telling you what I'm not sure about. And so when I say that our doors are open, I meant it. Anyone who feels shortchanged, who feels that their party can carry out good governance, what Nigeria needs today is those who will unite the country, and not those who will be speculating rumors that are unfounded. This kind of mischievousness and is treacherous, like I did mention. Our doors are open for transparency, for accountability, for justice, fairness, and equity. And that is what we are pursuing. A country that will observe the rule of law to the letter. A country that will have love, a leadership that will have love, passion to revamping the economy and bringing about security. And that's what is found in my leader, my principal. He's done that before. The track records are there. It's not about coming to begin to peddle fake news. And these things must be stopped. I thought I will sign the peace agreement. We are noble enough to keep our words. If a man can't keep his words, then he can't keep any other thing. And with integrity, character, and competence, when you know what you're doing, you won't want to go other way. When I mean other way, speculating news, fake news that want to draw attention. That's the psychological warfare complexities. And
of course, you focus on the reality on ground, which is the fact that Nigerians are definitely going to voting a new president in a matter of 4 weeks. Well, Bishop Idahosa, you have been busy. Your party, your principal, you have been busy. We've seen you on the campaign trail. And I remember when we first interviewed you here, when you were first announced as the vice presidential candidate, you say, you know what, this is a new terrain for me, and I don't know what to promise Nigerians, but just that the NNPP would actually deliver. So I ask you now, you've been on the campaign trails, what exactly have you noticed? What are you learning about the needs of Nigerians as you meet them everywhere you go? And what are you doing really? What are you planning to do to really find those solutions to the problems that you have noticed on the campaign trail? That is, if you eventually get into the Aso Villa.
The people are not really feeling the impact of governance as it ought to be. And that's why we chose this route. Instead of flying on private jets and from place to place, we go by road. When the Northeast, we went by road to Bauchi, from Bauchi to Jos by road, from local government, feeling the infirmities of others. You see, until you're in their shoes, you won't know how painful it is for them to be out of job. You find 20 million out of school children. We feel them, we dine with them, we go from palace to palace, from emir to emir. We feel their impact, we feel their pains, we feel how hurting they are, we feel how betrayed they have been, we feel how they have been unable to trust government because of so many lies, promises unkept. And so we feel their pains, and that's what we are bringing to secure. Now, the times we've been on campaign, I've found that there are places the roads are bad, they can't access it. But the leaders don't go by road, they go by air, but we go by road. Now, this coming week, we are going to Ilorin, Niger State, Ilorin, or your state by road, just to feel the pains of the people. If you can't feel, the other time I just chose to join a bus, not even as a politician, as a pastor, to feel the pains of my people, to know when they make complaints, from what angle. So it pinched me. I found myself in their shoes, and then I now knew what to do about it. And those we need to give some succor, we gave some succor. Those we need to give some starter package, we gave to them. And so they are able to not just give them fish, but to teach them fish. People are out of school. They are graduates that have got no job. And so not just about this food security with guns. We must have food security. We have job security. And then when the youths are very busy doing what they ought to be doing, I can tell you it will minimize insecurity in the land. We must wake up to work, and not just work for ourselves, work for immortality. What do I mean? You will be remembered for what you do, either the problems you solve or you created. You see, you can't give what you don't have. I told you the other time, I was in Kingston, Jamaica. The first thing I found on the billboard was an inscription written, "We are not just in Jamaica, we are for Jamaica." We must understand there must be a country before you govern it. Let's not begin to find how we can bring about peace, prosperity, and freedom. When people find this, the normal basic amenities, and again, sorry to say, when you construct roads, bridges, bring about water, that is what is expected of good governance. The people don't have to cry for it or beg you for it. That is why we are there. And that's what we are going to offer. A man who sent more than 3,000 people abroad on scholarship, notwithstanding whether you're a resident or you are an indigenous of Kano. We are not partial in this, and we are bringing it to bear where we don't mind your ethnicity, your religious background. We want to be as one as we have always wanted to be. So our party, NNPP, is coming to unite, is coming to enforce and foster love among one another, so that we can coexist without having to say this is from there, this is from there.
Quite laudable, Bishop, quite laudable. Let me, sorry to barge in here, we're running out of time, so very quickly, one funny issue that is distorting Nigeria's economy and growth is the issue of subsidy, fuel subsidy removal, and what have you. And I knew that you had a stakeholders meeting long ago. If the NNPP comes to power, NNPP, if you come into power, how soon are you going to remove subsidy? Are you going to remove fuel subsidy? Is there subsidy at all?
Well, some say it's a scam, but we are feeling the heat right now. We'll put it on the table, and everything we'll have to do, because we are law-abiding, and it's going to pass through the process of National Assembly. But I tell you, removing fuel subsidy, we must create a cushioning effect, block loopholes, cut the cost of governance, ensure that we produce things, teach people on social skills, how to retain our wealth, then begin to let them know, give them the frame, let them have this mindset prepared for what's about to happen. Don't just come as though you're in a military regime to be forceful. Ensure you tell the people the truth. Fuel subsidy will be removed, but not without having cushioning effects. Looking into what the Labour has to say, that's the National Labour Congress, how to bring about cushioning effect to workers and the workforce. And when these things are in place, you prepare people. Now, no matter who gets there, easy life is not going to come just like that. No. We are going to pass through process to get to the end product. But I assure you, whatever we'll be doing will be law-binding, and they must be unanimously agreed upon what steps to take to bringing about progress, peace, and unity.
All right. I think that's a very good place to end this conversation. Thanks so very much. Bishop Isaac Idahosa is the vice presidential candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party. Thanks for chatting with us on News.